name's Paul, and I turned 34 this year. Today, I want to talk about one of the most unforgettable events in my life. I was born into a family that ran a small, old-school diner in a working-class neighborhood. It was called Panic Diner. My family was made up of my dad, Peter, my mom, Penny, and my little sister, Paige, who's 3 years younger than me. We were a lively, tight-knit bunch, and our home was always filled with laughter and noise. Paige and I were especially close growing up. We used to have silly little conversations all the time when we were kids. Hey, Paige, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a newspaper reporter.
A reporter? That sounds tough.
What about you, Paul?
Oh, me? I don't actually know.
Are you going to take over the diner someday?
The diner? I don't know. I kind of want to do something cooler, you know?
Okay.
I don't really have a specific dream or anything, but I do want to work at a good company, make a ton of money, and live it up. Unlike Paige, I never had a clear dream, but I did have this vague image of becoming a successful guy who did meaningful work and looked cool doing it. Back then, the idea of taking over the diner never even crossed my mind. It felt old-fashioned, and seeing how hard my parents worked all day, I just couldn't picture myself doing the same thing. Most of the customers were elderly folks from the neighborhood. Hardly any young people ever came by. So, I studied just hard enough to get into a decent university, aiming for a stable job at a good company. Eventually, I landed a position at a solid, mid-sized firm. Around that time, I was also living with my girlfriend. Her name was Lauren. We met at a college mixer. Honestly, she was the kind of girl everyone admired, way out of my league. Beautiful, charming, and full of life. From the moment we started dating, I was convinced I'd marry her someday. Even after I started working, I saved money diligently, thinking about our future. I believed she wanted to marry me too. But then, just about a year after we started living together, both of us were 24 at the time, everything changed. Hey, Lauren, can we talk for a sec?
Sure, what's up, Paul?
My company, it went bankrupt.
What? Bankrupt?
Yeah, I got to the office this morning and saw a notice on the door. They're shutting everything down. Turns out they were deep in debt and couldn't recover. It was completely out of the blue. Just like that, the company I worked for was gone, with no warning at all. Showing up to work like any other day, only to find the company had gone under, it felt like something out of a drama. I couldn't believe it was actually happening. But that same day, I told Lauren the truth. Her reaction was way more intense than I expected.
Paul, this is not what you promised me.
What do you mean, not what I promised?
Back when you got the job, you said it, didn't ya? That you were gonna work hard, make $100,000 a year, and marry me.
Yeah, I did say that. It was true. I had told her I'd aim for $100,000 a year salary because I wanted to make her happy. That was the dream I'd shared with her.
So, what now? You're unemployed, right? What happened to that $100,000? How are you supposed to take care of me?
Of course I still want to support you.
I'm 24, Paul. I want to get married soon. I have been living with you because I trusted you.
I get that, but... She even said I'd wasted her time. It hit hard because I did want to be the kind of guy who could give her everything. I truly believed I could become that high-earning, dependable man she'd be proud to marry. But the company's sudden collapse, it wasn't something I could have controlled. And the moment things stopped going according to plan, Lauren changed. She wasn't the same girl I thought I knew. After that, things between us went cold, like really, really cold. Then, just a few days later, Lauren dropped a bombshell.
I'm moving out.
Wait, what?
I want to break up with you.
Break up? What are you talking about?
I don't want to be with a guy who has no future.
Wait a second, what do you mean, no future?
You lost your job, Paul. You're not making a single cent, let alone the $100,000 a year you promised. A guy who's fallen off the success track is worthless to me.
Don't say that! I'm already job hunting! I will find another good job. Just give me some time!
Time? Are you serious? We have been together for 3 years, living together for 1. I believed in you, that you'd become a high-earning, successful man. I'm the one who's been betrayed. I gave you the best years of my 20s, and now they're wasted. How do you plan to make up for that?
That's when I realized, to Lauren, I wasn't a partner, I was a paycheck, a walking investment. I hadn't seen it until now. This was her true self. She'd always been serious about getting married, and I guess I was just a failed project to her, something she couldn't forgive.
We're done, Paul. Goodbye.
She shot me one last glare, packed her things, and walked out of my life. I'd lost my job, and now the woman I truly loved, the one I was ready to marry, was gone too. Honestly, it crushed me. I never imagined a breakup with someone you lived with could leave such a deep scar. It felt like my whole life up to that point had been ripped apart. I knew I needed to get back on my feet and job hunt, but I just couldn't focus. I was completely unmotivated. Time passed. I think about 3 months had gone by since I lost my job. I was just staring off into space one day when my phone buzzed. It was my mom, Penny.
You're still sulking over that girl leaving you? Oh, come on, pull yourself together already.
Penny's always upbeat and full of energy, but man, she doesn't sugarcoat anything. She's what you'd call a tough love kind of mom. But then, she said something unexpected.
Your dad's back pain has gotten really bad. He says he can't handle standing in the kitchen anymore. Can you come help out at the diner?
Wait, me? Seriously?
I'm running around like crazy on my own. Also, you've got nothing else going on, right?
Well, yeah, I guess I've got time.
Well, then it's settled. Get your butt over here.
You mean right now?
Yes, right now. And don't think I'm going easy on you. I'm gonna whip you into shape.
Just like that, I found myself working at the family diner. Funny, isn't it? I'd always said I never wanted anything to do with the diner, but after losing my job and hearing about Dad's worsening back problems, I couldn't exactly say no. So I made up my mind that I'd move back home and help out at Panic Diner. Actually, my dad was really happy to see me come back. As for Penny, she wasted no time putting me to work, and let me tell you, she didn't go easy on me at all. I was a total beginner in the kitchen, and she let me know it. Every day it was just her yelling at me for messing something up. Growing up, I used to look at the kitchen and think, man, that looks exhausting. I'm never doing that. That's why I aimed for a nice office job. And yet there I was, getting bossed around by Penny in the very same kitchen I tried to escape. But over time, I started getting the hang of it. Thanks to all the yelling, and my own effort, I gradually learned how to make every single item on the menu. Eventually, Dad officially stepped back and retired, and I became the new head of the diner. Meanwhile, my sister Paige had achieved her dream. She landed a job as a newspaper journalist. Even though she was busy with work, she still came by to help out at the diner whenever she had free time. Honestly, she's amazing. Then, 10 years flew by in a blur. I'd worked hard, like really hard, and little by little, our customer base grew. Business was booming, and I was constantly on the move, especially during peak hours. Then one day, it happened. It was a Sunday, and like always, I was rushing around the kitchen, barely catching my breath. Paige had come by to help out since Sundays were always packed. After the lunch rush ended and the place finally started to calm down, she walked in.
I'm coming in.
Welcome. Wait, Lauren? I couldn't believe my eyes. Standing at the entrance was Lauren, the same woman who disappeared from my life 10 years ago. And beside her was a flashy-looking man, clearly dressed to show off.
Long time no see, Paul. I heard through the grapevine that you were working at some diner, so I thought I'd drop by and see it for myself. Wow, you really are working in this rundown little place. Totally suits you, though.
Spare me the sarcasm. If you've got nothing to eat, you can leave.
Oh, come on, don't be so bitter. Jealous because I look happy? Unlike you, I married an elite man who works at a top company. Meanwhile, you've clearly hit rock bottom. Typical.
Without me even asking, Lauren went out of her way to brag. She wanted to rub it in my face that she'd traded up, married someone way out of my league, and was now living her best life. Classic Lauren, some things never change.
Let me introduce you. This is my husband, Henry.
Ah, so you're Lauren's ex, the guy who got dumped after his company folded. Now working in this dump, huh? That's rough, man. Really rough.
Henry's mouth was as foul as hers. No surprise they found each other. Honestly, I could have said a lot right then and there, but I didn't want to start a scene in front of my customers. People like them, not even worth engaging with.
I'm glad I dumped you, seriously. My husband makes $100,000 a year. That's a salary you'd never reach in your dreams.
Is that so?
Shocking, huh? He works at Panic Corp. Ever heard of it? Huge company. Totally elite.
Wait, what did you say?
Impressed? Of course you are. My husband is a high-spec, high-income man working at a top-tier firm. I am set for life.
Hey!
What now?
You said your husband makes $100,000 a year, right?
Yeah, that's right. So what, jealous? I bet you don't even make half of that. Trying to drag him down to your level is pathetic.
No, I just mean, he's not making anything right now, is he?
Huh?
Henry's face turned pale as a sheet. Honestly, I couldn't blame him, because of course he wasn't making that kind of money, not from that company. That's when Lauren turned beet red and exploded.
Not making a single dollar? What the hell are you even talking about?
I mean, come on. Your husband's company, Panic Corporation, it went bankrupt. It doesn't even exist anymore.
What did you just say? Bankrupt? What kind of nonsense are you spouting? That's not true, is it, Henry?
Oh, it's definitely true, right, Paige?
Excuse me?
Paige came out from the back, wiping her hands on a dish towel and trying to hold in a grin.
Yep, Panic Corporation went under 3 months ago. No way! Apparently they had a mountain of bad debt and the collapse was sudden. Total mess. This can't be happening. Every single employee lost their job, including your husband. No, that is a lie. That has to be a lie. Really? It was all over the news. Surprised you missed it. I wouldn't know anything about that because I don't watch the news. Wait, why do you know so much about this anyway? Because I'm a journalist. My newspaper was the one that broke the story on the bankruptcy. If you really didn't know, I could explain the whole sequence of events, start to finish. This can't be happening. Why? Funny, though, when Paul's company went under, you didn't hesitate to dump him, right? You two are in the exact same situation now, so what are you going to do? Henry! What the hell is going on? Why didn't you tell me something this huge?
I mean, you're the one who said you dumped your ex as soon as his company folded, right? I thought if I told you, you'd do the same to me. I was scared, okay? This is your fault.
My fault? Hold on, wait a minute. Are you saying we have no income right now?
I mean, yeah, basically.
You have got to be kidding me. I am not sticking around with some unemployed loser like you. We are done. I want a divorce.
What? You can't just... What the hell?
Yep, called it. Same old Lauren. Nothing's changed. Just like she did with me, the moment she found out Henry had lost his job, she turned on him like a switch, ready to toss him aside now that he was no longer useful.
Oh yeah? Fine, let's get divorced, but you better pay back every cent of the debt I covered for you.
What? That was a gift, not a loan. Why the hell should I pay you back?
Turns out Lauren had racked up quite a bit of debt thanks to her reckless spending habits, and like a fool, Henry had been covering for her again and again. No wonder he snapped the moment she tried to walk away. And right there, in the middle of the dining area, they started screaming at each other. No filter, no shame. It was a full-blown domestic meltdown right in front of the customers. Hey, this is a restaurant. If you two want to scream at each other, take it outside. You're scaring my customers. Then Lauren did something completely unexpected.
Hey, Paul.
What do you want?
Why don't we get back together?
What? Are you serious right now? You trying to leech off me now or what? No, thanks.
Oh, come on. I was young and immature back then, but the one I really love is you, Paul. This place looks pretty busy. You must be making decent money now, right? Let's forget the past, okay? I'm sorry for everything, so please, Paul, let's start over.
Lauren batted her eyes and leaned in close, right in front of her husband, no less. What the hell is wrong with this woman? Just a minute ago she was talking down to me, and now she's pulling this? Unreal. Absolutely shameless. That's when it happened.
Enough already. Huh? Who even are you?
The voice came from one of the waitresses who had been quietly watching from the side. She stepped forward, glaring at Lauren.
I'm Mira, Paul's fiancée.
What? Fiancé?
That's right, Mira is my fiancée. She's actually Paige's friend. Paige introduced us 3 years ago and we started dating soon after. We got engaged 6 months ago and Mira even left her job to help out at Panic Diner full time. I've got a sweet, strong, beautiful fiancée now. There's no place in my life for Lauren anymore.
Wait, you're engaged?
Didn't you just say you were glad we broke up, Lauren?
Huh?
Well, so am I. Thanks to you walking out, I ended up with someone who truly loves me.
Lauren, I've heard all about you from Paul, and now I've seen with my own eyes what kind of person you are. You're the worst. So do us all a favor and don't ever show your face here again. Get out now. Aww.
We tried to kick Lauren and Henry out of the restaurant, but they just kept screaming and refused to move. That is, until some unexpected help showed up. A group of our regulars, big burly guys from the local high school judo team, had clearly had enough. Annoyed by all the commotion, they grabbed the two of them and literally tossed them out onto the street. Even after being thrown out, Lauren and Henry kept screaming at each other loud enough for the whole neighborhood to hear. Naturally, a crowd gathered. Among them were a few police officers who tried to calm things down. However, Lauren and Henry weren't having it. One of them shoved an officer mid-rant, and that was it. They were both restrained and taken away on the spot. The police gave them quite the lecture, but I wasn't about to let it end there. They had caused a major disturbance inside the restaurant, bothering our other customers, so I decided to file a formal complaint for public nuisance. Luckily, Penny had secretly recorded the entire scene on her phone. Classic Penny, right? On top of that, during the scuffle, they'd managed to knock over and break our restaurant sign. So I hit them with a property damage claim, too. As the owner of the restaurant, I had to take proper action. If someone causes that kind of chaos, they need to face the consequences. In the end, we got a decent settlement out of them. After that, the two of them ended up in a brutal legal battle over their divorce. Naturally, both of their lives went downhill fast. As for Henry, having lost his job after the company went bankrupt, he found himself drowning in debt, especially because Lauren made no effort to repay the loans he'd covered for her. Broke and desperate, he eventually turned to loan sharks. When he couldn't pay them back, he got shipped off to some shady foreign country where he was forced into brutal physical labor just to survive. As for Lauren, She eventually fell deep into a mountain of debt. With no help from her family or friends, she ended up being chased all over Japan by some very scary loan sharks. Word is, they caught her pretty quickly, and now she's stuck doing some sketchy job she was introduced to. What a pathetic ending for someone who chose men based on money, used them, and then destroyed herself chasing wealth. Anyway, sometime after all that chaos, Mira and I finally tied the knot in a beautiful wedding ceremony. It had been 10 years since I lost everything and moved back home when my mom, Penny, called me to help with the diner. I'd taken over the family business, and now, on this special day, I gained a partner for life. A lot has happened, but surrounded by the family I love and with a wife I'm proud of by my side, I guess everything turned out just fine in the end. Not long after, Penny retired, and Mira and I officially became the ones running Panic Diner. Business has been booming. Paige, now in charge of online news at the newspaper, wrote a big article about our place, and it went viral. These days we've got lines out the door. Just like every other busy day, I was working hard when... Welcome! Oh, hey, Paige!
I came as a customer today. Mira, how are you doing? Hey, Paige. Thanks to you, we've been packed every day. I appreciate you so much. What are you talking about? It's because you two work hard, serve every customer with care, and make amazing food.
Actually, our new healthy rice ball set for women has been super popular lately. I'll give you a special treat today.
Ooh, really? Oh, thanks, Paul.
Panic Diner, passed down through the Panic family for generations, is more alive than ever. As I looked around, I saw our customers enjoying their meals with big smiles on their faces. Mira and I will keep putting our hearts into this place, so if you're ever nearby, come grab a bite. We'll be waiting for ya.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!